Going to get one or two things. You're going to get the long macro-oriented IdrA who can really dominate, or you could see a fall to early aggression IdrA. That's been sort of his vice, his Achilles heel. But people have been saying, and even myself included, that after his recent victory there in China, that he does seem to be playing and approaching the game a little bit differently. Let's introduce our players up here in the Northwest, the Red Terran. It is OGS, the STC. Give it up. And down in the southeast position, favors green on his Zerg. He's from Evil Geniuses. Give it up for IdrA.
And EG IdrA is, I think everybody, has hate on him, but they secretly love to watch him. Yeah. I think he gets a lot of backing within these tournaments. I'm sure he has now as well. And to be honest, in this tournament alone, he had a bit of a shaky start, obviously because of his IEM trip to China. But in the championship bracket, he's been cruising 2-0, and then both Terran players, Artist and then theStC, really playing and showing us how good this guy can be. On the other hand, though, Anna did point out a really good fact that the STC was in military service for a while, and I am looking at that screen too. He was in the military service, stopped playing StarCraft, and only recently returned. And as you can see, there is a barracks in the center of the map, which is a bit of a gamble here, and he looks like he's going to be throwing down a second one as well on 12 supply. So we're going to have a little bit of early aggression here straight away, and Greg is definitely going to be going hatchery first here.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, especially on a map like this, and there is the second racks going down, so immediately he's going to be forced to deal with some early marine pressure here coming out by STC. And this is exactly kind of what I was talking about earlier, Apollo, is that, this is something that not only a lot of players have devised and will execute versus IdrA, but it also seems to be one of the areas that, he either A, just doesn't particularly like to deal with, or B, has had issues in the past. And that's also because he is a true Zerg player, and that he will cut as many corners as he can to try to get that economic advantage. Of course, getting rushed, getting this early marine pressure, etc., has, helped him fix that a little bit, and I guess modify his builds accordingly. But it should be said too, IdrA has had his fair share, versus theStC as well. You think about his early attacks that he went in for. So yeah, let's see how this one's going to play out.
Well, he went for a 15 spawning pull, but he did go all the way up to 18 before building the Overlords. The Overlord's relatively late here, and therefore he's going to have to pull a lot of drones here. The drones are coming off now to deal with this, and Greg already knows, or IdrA already knows, that something is wrong. He sees the bunker, he sees Marines as well, and it's going to be really hard to deal with this. The spawning pull's finished. Queen and Lings need to be in production. Actually, he needs to skip that Queen and just build nothing but Lings. The spine crawler has to get up here, DJ Weed.
Oh, 3 Marines, and they start to target that spine crawler a little bit, and it looks like that bunker's going to go up no problem. More SCVs coming down, and that means that the STC is serious about this working. So we're going to have the spine crawler. It will be canceled and stop. The Lings are out. We've got the first bunker down, and that will most definitely mean that we've got a dead hatch.
Yeah, he's going to have to sack it. He needs to build a spine crawl probably on the edge of his creep inside his main, and then start to push out, because that's the only way he's going to break this. And he hasn't got Zergling speed. He's only just started mining gas now. And let's have a look at the unit tab. It's 16 drones versus 16 SCVs. The command center is going to go down very, very shortly. I don't think he'll continue with this as he's starting to build up. We'll see if he does want to go all the way, but I'm getting a bit surprised that, IdrA hasn't thrown down a spine crawler. It's going to be getting really dangerous really soon, and it's going to be quite difficult to break these bunkers without it.
Uh-oh, and he's going to block off as well. This is not going to be a very, very good situation. And there it is, GG.
Fast, quick win there for the STC, and Greg is one of the players that is like, all right, I'm not going to play from so far behind. I'd rather just get it out the way and go directly into the second map, which is going to be his choice here, so.
Yeah, I mean, when that choke goes down, like, what can you do?